today. I normally film at night and it's really kind of dark in the background, and so it was kind of cool that my husband could watch the kids for a little while during the day so I could look more like myself. I think at night it looks kind of creepy when it's dark, and it's hard to figure out the whole camera thing on top of just, taping yourself. So I'm getting there. I think the lighting's a little bit better today. The videos will just improve hopefully from this point on. But anyway, my name is Dayna and I'm talking to you about unschooling today. Today I want to focus a little bit on unschooling in the media and television and how that incorporates into our life. I think that we presently live in a book worshiping culture, and television is definitely something that's looked down upon as a lower form of learning for most people. But TV's still so new historically, and before television, comic books and certain radio shows were thought to be like a negative influence on kids and really destructive and evil. And I think that attitudes in time will change about TV. Hopefully, and people will learn to value it for the amazing learning tool it is and not be afraid of it so much. So that being said, in our lives, TV is one of the many options that our kids have to learn from and enjoy during the day. I don't value books over TV for my kids' learning. I trust them and I value all of their choices and I support all of their interests, and that includes their choices surrounding TV. I can't imagine how small of a world that we would have without TV. That might sound like a weird comment, but it's true, because as an unschooling family, TV is a window to our world, and I want to give my kids as big a world as possible. So we have a really great relationship with TV. We don't have negative issues with it like I think most people do. And it's introduced us to so many different topics. I love the fact that my kids know about modern pop culture. For example, they're able to have conversations with anybody, including kids in school, about things that are really current and popular in our world. They aren't like the weird sheltered homeschoolers who have no idea what SpongeBob is, for example. Making them all the more different from kids their age. They feel totally normal around anyone because they know so much of what others are discussing in social situations. And also through TV, I love that our family, we all get to witness true human potential. I mean, from skydiving to contortionists to people saving endangered species to learning how to cook Italian to building choppers. I know my husband loves watching that show, Building Choppers. I forget what it's called. But anyway, also like the show Dirty Jobs. It's so cool. And gosh, we learn about anything from birth to death to love. And TV's not all doom and gloom like I was led to believe by a lot of people, especially in the naturally minded community, after I had my children. So it's not something we fear at all. It's something we value greatly and that we learn so much from. There's so many awesome, interesting, enriching things on TV. Just like books, there are some good and some bad. And I don't choose to never read again just because there are books out there, for example, with something I wouldn't approve of. And TV is no different. No one forces us to watch things like the news or things we don't personally value. Some days we watch a lot of TV, on rainy days, and other days we don't watch any. It just depends. It's just like reading. Some days we read 10 books, some days we don't read any. It just really depends on the day and the individual. So I just really believe that my kids have such an incredibly broad knowledge base, and TV has contributed to that as much as books or every other resource in our life. And as unschoolers, we use TV like a rich buffet before us. We joyfully take what we want and we leave the rest. So I guess that's basically all I really want to share about TV. I just think that we have a great relationship with it, and yeah, we're right there if our kids have questions about anything, and we're with them. So it's not like they're watching things that we don't know about or anything, and we watch things as a family together. So I mean, this may have sounded like because I've discussed this that's all we do, but really we're very balanced. We have lots of other interests and fun things we do throughout the day. I guess my point is I don't want to live in a fearful world and look at the negative and everything. And so we try to look at the positive, and we introduce ourselves to so many topics through it, and I hope you too can have a joyful relationship with TV, and I guess that's about it for today. So thanks again for tuning in, and there'll be more to come. Thanks.